if anybody still cares about the Pro Bowl, and I don't think they do, we are here covering it on Sticky Bleachers. My name is Cory.
We're doing the good work here, Cory. So
you know what?
It's excited to be here.
It is a workmanlike job. We're punching the clock just like everybody else.
Everyone else gets to be on vacation, but here we are diligently doing coverage of the Pro Bowl here.
Collecting our bonus.
Yeah, we do get a bonus, so that's nice. Tucker with a deep kickoff there, and DeMarco with a nice return there to start. So let's see if we see any defense in this game, Cory.
All right, let's see it. Let's see if they just give it the old fighting chance. Here's Aaron Rodgers back to pass, going for Odell Beckham, who makes a diving grab at the 5, and he's going to be wrapped up there.
There we go. So early signs of defense not good. Aaron Rodgers with all day to throw there.
Yes, no defense in sight just yet.
Just as I say that, though, C.J. Mosley with the sack.
Yes.
So, again, every Packer fan just took a deep breath, Cory, hoping Aaron Rodgers gets up from that.
Right, there we go. As David Johnson had a fantastic season for Arizona.
Nice to see him back from that ACL injury he had towards the end of the season.
So. Yes, good to know. And Jordan Reed at the tight end, passing complete his way. So we're going to have a surprising field goal here.
Is there anything more exciting than a field goal attempt in a Pro Bowl, Cory?
I don't know. It could be the fact that Matt Bryant, despite playing in next week's Super Bowl, decided to show up to this game to get some extra leg work in, Bob.
Exactly. And that's what we call it, too, extra leg work. So Matt Bryant, again, getting that kickoff going here as well.
Yeah, so he's clearly not just here to put up some stats. He's here to work, man.
Exactly, man. Got to get those reps in.
And look who else decided to show up. Tom Brady, Bob.
Tommy.
The septuagenarian going way overthrows Green from Cincinnati.
He just really wants to rub it in Roger Goodell's face that he was suspended for 4 games.
Well, I think that's maybe part of his recuperance, Bob. I think I just made that word up.
You think he has to? I'm going to assume what the definition is and mean that he has to go and play in the Pro Bowl.
He's on double secret probation, and then that's your punishment is you have to start the Pro Bowl. Especially as a quarterback, nobody wants that job. Here we go. First down. Brady again back to pass, so not taking it easy. He completes it to LaShawn McCoy from Buffalo, who had another nice season. A longtime Philadelphia Eagle, now over here in the AFC, Bob.
Yeah, sorry, stepped out there, grabbed some lemonade and a hot dog.
Delicious.
So, glad to be back here, Cory. Did I miss anything?
You missed a nice little screen pass to LaShawn Shady McCoy, Bob.
Well, see what happens when I get up and leave the broadcast.
Good to have you back. Here's Le'Veon Bell. Another fantastic season, and he just saw Brady last week in the AFC Championship game.
Absolutely, and Bell a little dinged up in that game, so nice to see him back healthy in action here.
Yes, and playing at 100% in the Pro Bowl. Workmanlike again, Bob.
Well, he's from the Steel City, so that lunch pail
in
in hand with those jeans
and did we decide it was Narragansett beer or Iron City beer? I guess for the Pittsburgh fans, Narragansett beer for the New England fans.
Yep, New England's still going. So
Bell
with the pitch there, runs in the middle, zigzags, makes at least 2 or 3 defenders miss, and he gets all the way into that nice pink end zone there. Wow. Celebrating breast cancer awareness just because.
I was just going to ask Bob,
NFL.
Has Le'Veon Bell ever looked better than he does today in this neon pink helmet and uniform?
Well, I think we need a new team, actually, with these as the base colors.
Pink and white.
Just because they pop so much on the screen.
Yes. AFC, well known for having all pink in its logo. It's a big pink A with stars, right? Isn't that how it goes? Here's DeMarco again. Correct. Anyway, another nice kickoff return. They're not sitting him down, Bob. These guys playing to win. They're not going to their bench.
No, of course not. And, I was thinking about that, how to incentivize the Pro Bowl and how to make it more worthwhile for players to play. Because, again, I think we were talking about on our live commentary, Cory.
Yes.
There's just really nothing to play for. And it's kind of, difficult to play football if there's no real point to it. There's no extra outcome. But
yes.
I thought maybe the conference that wins gets an extra draft pick in the draft.
Whoa,
That's an idea.
That would be interesting. The conference that wins an extra draft pick. Wow, certainly it does not doesn't jive well with the spirit of fair competition, but it certainly would give them something to play for.
Well, yeah, that's what you're playing for. And I know and I'm not a huge fan of the baseball rule. Whoever won the All-Star game gets World Series home field advantage.
Yes.
Which they've changed. But what it did is make that game meaningful, I guess, in an outcome-based thing. In this, necessarily wouldn't impact the season. Bell with another nice run there.
Yes. Wow.
Wouldn't impact the season, but could affect the teams in the conference. So a bit of a unifying goal here.
Right. It is interesting. It's
my thought.
In the days of television and computers, I think All-Star games kind of have outlived their purpose, which was originally just to like, hey, look at these stars. These people you've never seen before. You've only heard their names on the radio.
Yep. But Tom Brady surprisingly still in the game there. Hands off to LeSean McCoy.
Taking hits, and McCoy.
Another nice run. McCoy had a nice season up in Buffalo.
And McCoy and Bell just trading punches here, Bob.
What a team would give to have those two in the backfield, though.
Yeah, boy, oh boy.
Right?
And this is Bell to the left. So it's been McCoy to the right and Bell to the left.
That works. It's pretty simple, but it gets the job done.
Well, there he is. 2 touchdowns so far here in the 2017 Pro Bowl with that hot pink helmet, doing the dance in the hot pink end zone.
Yep.
Here in whatever warm location we're in, Bob. Where are we actually in the Pro Bowl? What warm locale?
I was going to ask you, Cory. They drugged us and they blindfolded us for the flight here, so I'm still recovering a little bit.
All right, let's say we're in Seminole Stadium here in beautiful Tallahassee, Florida.
I believe it is some type of Florida. Everything is really hot, and there's a bunch of old people around. So yeah, I'm assuming we're in Florida.
All right.
The Tommy Bahama shirts are plentiful.
Time will tell if we're in North Florida or South Florida.
True. Or if there's even much of a difference.
We'll have to we'll have to go see. We'll be able to tell if it's North Florida or South Florida if Mohamed Sanu shows up, and we'll see if the local fans embrace him or not. Then we'll know if we're in Tallahassee or Miami.
We'll have to figure out if we're on the coast or the Gulf side.
Oh yes, that's important to know too.
Yes, it's more east-west here than north-south in Florida.
Do the over 80 folks go to the Gulf side? Is that kind of the way it is? If you're like 79 and under, you're on the Pacific or the Atlantic side, and then 80 and up.
Yeah, I think that's my general understanding. So yeah, like your Boca Raton area on the Gulf side, and then get your Daytona Beach under 30, we'll say.
Under 30 for Daytona. Okay, all right.
The cheap spring break options.
The spring break. Okay, of course. Here's Matt Bryant with a surprisingly lazy kickoff. Maybe he is resting that big leg for next week's Super Bowl, getting his reps in. And I think that was Jamal Charles, Bob.
Nice to see Jamal Charles for some reason in the Pro Bowl, but didn't play much. And Brady with all day to throw there, completes it down to Green of the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he makes some nice moves.
Jamal Charles in the game here, Bob. It's almost as if the programming of this game has 4 running backs, and the real life Pro Bowl has only room for 3 running backs, so we had to leave one in. Almost as if that's what happened. Anyway, we're here at halftime, Bob. 14-10. By the way, for that same reason, might be why you see some defensive players who did not make the actual Pro Bowl pop up in this game. Here we go, 14-10, Bob.
We'll give him the Sticky Bleachers bonus for getting into the Pro Bowl.
All right, that's perfect.
That's nice.
While we're celebrating halftime here at beautiful Seminole Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida, I assume, we'll shout out to Baron Von Lechter, who programmed the patch we are using today for our
friend of the
Pro Bowl hat. Yes, a longtime friend of the show for our Pro Bowl hack, Baron Von Lechter. Do check him out over at baronroms.wordpress.com.
You would think maybe he'd even go with the Bear Roms.
Yeah, that would be good.
Right.
But it's
just food for thought.
Excellent site, excellent tools, and a large collection of game ROM hacks available from Baron Von Lechter. So thank you very much for your help with these. Interesting to see, Bob, Jamal Charles again returning kickoffs. Is that normally Jamal Charles' job?
Not normally,
yeah.
But just trying to get some reps in there. So it's good to see. I like the hustle play.
Yep, Brady coming out here to start the second half. Bobby Wagner
there with the sack, and Detroit Lions made an early exit there for the in the playoffs, so getting some playing time in are those leftover Lions.
Yep, and Pat McAfee out here with the punt, who is a real-life Pro Bowler this year.
Oh, yeah. And Darren McFadden for some reason in the Pro Bowl. But
another case, Bob, of possibly 4 running back slots and only 3 real-life running backs.
He did a really great job, though, on the bench all year long. I mean, he really held it down.
Just like Jamal Charles.
As a third-string running back. And there's the guy that actually had the job for Dallas, Ezekiel Elliott, with a 3-yard run there.
Yes, his battery mate, Darren McFadden, making an appearance.
Yes, we're being very liberal with the term battery mate there. Darren McFadden really learned how to use a clipboard this year. Really got into that Microsoft Surface tablet craze.
Yes,
So,
the Microsoft, don't call it an iPad Surface.
yes, and there's DeMarco Murray, who puts the ball on the ground, uncharacteristic of himself during the regular season. And the NFC returns it for a touchdown, Cory. So
Johnny HEKKER.
Johnny HEKKER, what the heck?
Yeah, boy, oh boy. And
Man.
did I see, Bob, a third Dallas Cowboy running back here in the Pro Bowl?
Well, DeMarco Murray, a former.
Former Dallas
Cowboy.
Cowboys, DeMarco Murray.
Well, yes,
That's right.
yes. Now currently a Tennessee Titan there, with an actual battery mate of Derrick Henry.
Ah.
Surprise, we'll probably see Derrick Henry here in a little bit.
Well, you never know. This is like the Royal Rumble, Bob, which also happens this week. You never know who might come out of that tunnel.
That's maybe, wow, that's another suggestion for the Pro Bowl. Like incorporate more Royal Rumble
Yeah.
like rules and stuff to
Okay,
it.
yeah. So like just surprise announcements.
It's like Tom Brady versus Khalil Mack. And then you slowly add players.
Yep.
Until like the fourth quarter, and then everyone's playing.
I would watch a celebrity touch football. I think it's all about like the NBA has mastered the like extra stuff, and baseball has the extra stuff for making an all-star weekend. I would love to see a celebrity flag football game mix in with retired players and celebrities.
Watching the retired players like run around in circles and forget where they're at? No.
You don't want to? Don't you love to see like Coolio trying to post up like Hakeem Olajuwon? Like I want to see that.
No, I don't need to see that. That's MTV did that actually.
I mean, I know they
I think
got
it was
the softball
into
thing.
the early Super Bowl stuff. And Nelly was really good at football.
Oh, the flag football thing. Okay.
Well, yeah, we're not going to have tackle football with celebrities, Cory.
Wow. Well, no, I thought.
Right.
Sorry, I thought we were back talking about softball or the basketball event.
Oh, they do. Yeah, well, that was Rock and Jock.
Yes,
of course.
Rock and Jock
We're
is
going
what I
all
was
the way-
thinking of.
All the way back.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. Way, way, way back, like a very, very young Vince Vaughn. Just after doing The Lost World, here's Vince Vaughn.
It was always Dave Coulier. But it was during the Super Bowl, leading up to the Super Bowl, and there's Odell Beckham with a nice catch and touchdown run there. So the NFC does take a lead, but it was leading up to the Super Bowl that they tried to do a little flag football.
Yeah.
It was either on Fox or MTV or whatever, but Nelly ran away with the game.
Okay. Yeah.
YouTube it, it's there.
Did he need a Band-Aid?
I believe he had one.
Okay.
As well as many gold chains and a Rolex.
Very important for playing flag football. Here's another short kickoff from Matt Bryant to Jamal Charles. A bizarre combination we never thought we would say here on Sticky Bleachers.
That's one of the pros to the Pro Bowl. Tom Brady, surprisingly, still in the game. Only has a Super Bowl to play next week. It ain't no thing to him, though.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell with the completion on he had a long time. I think Le'Veon Bell may have been his 7th or 8th checkdown option after his interior lineman.
You know, I think if anything happened to Tom Brady here, we'd hear the entire New England area groan at the same time.
Yes, they're all
From wherever you're at in the country, it might actually cause earthquakes in San Francisco.
they're all looking
West
forward to
Coast.
next week's Super Bowl.
We'd at least be able to hear Marky Mark.
Oh well, sure, of course. Well, he's just a
Marky
loud
Mark
guy.
would take over NBC or something like that. And
Oh, okay. Hostile takeover of a TV station,
yeah,
like in many a Hollywood movie.
I was gonna say it's probably his next movie role too. So
I'm thinking
Tom
of
Brady's
the, I'm
hurt in
thinking of
the
the
Pro
movie
Bowl.
Scrooged, where Bobcat Goldthwait is in there with a shotgun in the control room at the TV station.
I think George Clooney and Julia Roberts recreated that movie last year with Money Monster, I think is what it was called.
Okay. Oh, I wish it was just a remake of Scrooged. That would be good.
I know, right?
Yeah, just straight up.
Not
Scrooged.
with those two though.
Who would be Bobcat Goldthwait now? Who would be today's Bobcat? Someone like Dane Cook or
question.
somebody.
No.
Someone really annoying.
Well, Bobcat's not annoying.
Well, but his shtick was his weird voice thing. Now
Yeah.
now he's like a sophisticated director and NPR
Yeah.
and like he's this grown up guy. But he had his little
He always reminds me of Joe Walsh from the Eagles and
yeah.
of Joe Walsh fame. Just
Joe
mainly
Walsh
they
of
look
Joe
alike.
Walsh fame.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've got a tight
Funk
one here,
49.
Bob. 24-24. Justin Tucker again to DeMarco. 2 minutes left.
our musings of Bobcat Goldthwait and the movie Scrooge. We got lost in the Pro Bowl here.
Yeah. That movie really holds up. You should definitely watch it.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie.
Even the
That's
tab
one of my favorite
joke's
Christmas
still good.
movie.
Even it's
Yep.
still works.
If it wasn't for the Trailer Park Boys Christmas special, it'd be my favorite Christmas movie.
Oh, well, that's also another, legendary instant Hollywood classic for the holidays. Not Hollywood, I guess.
so-
Trailer Park Boys have never been to Hollywood.
Oh, I think Mike Smith was there, but it didn't go well for him. I believe that's where he was arrested on assault charges.
Is that real?
Yep. Yeah. It was right after one of their seasons came out on a long field goal attempt here, something we rarely see here on the Pro Bowl or on the Tecmo Bowl simulation.
With a full minute to go, and it's going to be wide right. It had the distance, Bob.
It had the distance, had enough leg on it, but man, that was a good 60-yard field goal.
Yeah, boy, that was going to be just from midfield. Now here's Brady going deep to Antonio Brown, who was wide open, but Brady decides, I think I'm just going to do this again on second down, boys.
Yeah, maybe take this one into overtime here a little bit. We'll see how the teams play it out.
Yep.
Bell puts the ball on the ground, though, and it is recovered by the NFC. Richard Sherman there.
Who
Injuries and all.
Yeah, injury is there.
playing
Maybe
hard.
a real-life Pro Bowler, Richard Sherman.
But with all the substitutions actually in the Pro Bowl, I think half the league was selected to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, so it is a little bit like the Royal Rumble, Bob, where you do never know.
A little
who's
bit.
gonna show up.
It's less. There's less show behind it, and we do go into overtime here.
Yeah.
It would be fun if they had entrance music and everything
Yeah.
for replacing Richard Sherman is whoever. Yeah.
Micah Hyde.
Exactly.
What would Micah Hyde's entrance music be?
I think that.
Just do. I'm just trying to think of the average wrestling theme of just this unobtrusive.
Something like that.
Yep.
And there's AJ Green with a nice reception down to about the 6 or 7 yard
Yeah,
line
so
there.
one play into overtime, and looks like they are going to go for the game winner.
Here in the Pro Bowl, though, we're calling it the fifth quarter, Cory. Oh, and they knock it through. Field goals in. Justin Tucker called a shot.
And you know when bank shot's worth 4, but that does not go up on the scoreboard here, as it is from beautiful Seminole Stadium, which I don't think that's the real name for the college stadium here in Tallahassee. But anyway, that's it for the Pro Bowl.
Microsoft Seminole Stadium.
Microsoft Seminole Stadium?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess I was close.
I'm joking.
Well, hey, I would take it. What would be a good Southern brand, Bob, from a man who lived in Florida? What would be a good brand to sponsor a racially insensitive stadium in the Deep South?
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie, okay. Winn-Dixie brand pork rinds presents
Exactly.
Florida State football. Anyway, 27-24 goes to the AFC. We hope that you find some way to get some joy out of the real-life Pro Bowl. We always have fun calling these games, even though they're a useless waste of time.
I don't know. It depends on how you look at using your time, but
Well, that's true.
Who knows?
Here we are on a perfectly good day recording here for our simulation on a ROM hack of a almost 30-year-old game. If you liked this video, you can find others like it that are probably a lot better or a little bit more relevant here on our YouTube channel. Give us that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and get in touch with us on social media, Twitter and Facebook, where we are Sticky Bleachers. We will have a very special presentation of the Super Bowl next week, but you can also check out the simulation of the entire playoff series and Super Bowl as if our regular season simulations had played out to their conclusion. Those videos have been publishing throughout the playoffs, and we have also done commentary videos of every playoff game so far of the real-life playoffs. So we have our alternate timelines, Bob, ready to go for your entertainment. I think for now I will be Cory signing off. We'll see you next week for the Super Bowl.
I'm Bob. See you next week.